Welcome back, my lovely Capricorns. I would like to give you some cosmic insight. I am Christina, and this is your July 2022 astrology forecast and video horoscope. I'm going to speed up everything right now because I really trying to keep your attention over here, but give you significant detailed information and hopefully very helpful information anyway. We're going to start out the July 1st with Pluto and Mars square. These two destructive, malefic planet going to square in your fourth and first house. Your first house is your ego, that is your body, that is your self-worth, self-esteem. The fourth house is your family, real estate, family matters. So it could be some kind of destructive energy in your real estate. That one actually, Mars can represent fire. So you might want to be careful with fire in the house, which is very destructive, and it can burn everything down to the ground and to ashes, because that is a very demonic square here. Also, fourth house is family, that is ending, and unfortunately at funeral as well. So with this square, I would like you definitely be careful with your body, be mindful. It is not all Capricorn, and it is not, like, I don't want to scare anyone. It's not a scare technique here, but definitely if you feel like you're going to a protest and there is gonna be guns, or like, just be mindful and try not to go until July 7th at least, where the square is very, very strong from June 27th. Okay, what else it could be here? So it could be some kind of inflammation in the body. So because the first house is here in your body, and that is inflammation, this square could create some kind of inflammation. But that one is toxin in the body, so it could be something with your rectum, or something with that kind of situation, detoxification, defecation. So it could be an inflammation there, infection there. How do you call that when you have, it's gonna come to my mind. All right. Okay, so let's go to July 2nd. July 2nd, we are having Mercury trine Saturn and Mercury square Neptune. So Mercury going to trine Saturn and Mercury going to square Neptune. Saturn is in your second house, where is you could actually, Saturn retrograde in second, it could be like finally you paid off your debts and you are capable to have a saving account. So it could represent that. Or your taste is changing and you're capable to lose weight. But Mercury over here is going to actually give you some kind of support with that trine. And it is work, it is your health, and it could be your taste. So yes, it is like, okay, I'm going to talk to a dietist, a dietary nurse, or someone who's going to help me to lose weight. Or it could be something like, simple as it is, work and finance. On a long term, my work is supporting my finance, so I can create really right now a saving accounts. Then July 2nd, also Mercury is squaring with Neptune here. So what does it mean? Neptune in third house. Neptune is delusion, illusion, also higher octave of love, aliens, and drugs as well. In your third house, it could be something, but it could be filmmaking as well. And third house also communication and media, journalism. So you might going to have to push one of your project, a photography project, for example, or your art project in the newspaper, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be like lost communication, they don't answering, for example, they promise they're gonna be there, but they don't answering. It's not gonna be edited right now, maybe it's in another issue going to come out. Okay, then on July 5th, we're going to have Mars is going Taurus and Mercury gonna go to Cancer, and it's going to sextile these two planets. That's impulsiveness. And the other one is communication, or children, or neighbors, or vehicles. But in 7th house and 5th house, it could be like just like Fifth house is also intimacy, and you're going to talk to your partner, to your significant others, wife, husband, or just, you know, a long-term relationship, about intimacy. You need to talk about intimacy because maybe it's lack of intimacy, and right now you're going to talk about that. Okay, what else can happen on July 9th? We're going to have Mercury squaring with Jupiter. So these two planets, 7th and 4th house. Again, something with family and your partnership. So this square could represent like we have a lack of communication right now because of the family. Simple as it is, maybe because of your children are always home. And that's why the communication is not flowing between your partner. Or it could be like you are taking a lot of time with your family. Jupiter is blessing in the family, but on the one-on-one business partnership, the communication is clashing. So that could represent that. On July 10th, we're going to have Sun sextile Uranus, and on the 12th, Sun sextile North Node. So first Uranus after North Node. So 5th house, 7th house again. That is a sextile, that is a welcoming aspect, that is a sweet aspect, not without challenge, but a sweet aspect. So if you're working for it, you will get it. 5th house, it is like your joy, your happiness, your children, your intimacy, your romantic partners. For example, your romantic partner could actually visit you. And it could be also, you know, like do a tour more. So for example, if you were cheating, a romantic partner can show up and tell your marriage partner you have an affair with. So even with this sextile, it could be difficult a little bit sometimes, but usually it's positive. So I would say like romantic partner, it could be jewelry, something happiness, something joyful. So it could be like my romantic partner is giving me something joyful, a romance, a romantic getaway somehow. And North Node also, that is my purpose is coming back. That's very karmic, like my joyful, purposeful, creative being like I am, it's coming back, and my partner is going to support me with my creative ideas. Or for example, unexpected pregnancy. It could be like unexpected pregnancy, but the significant other is very happy about that unexpected pregnancy. All right. On July 14th, we do have Venus square Neptune in Gemini, and then Mercury going to sextile North Node. So Mercury going to sextile North Node, and then Mercury gonna sextile Uranus. That's exactly the same as it was with the Sun here. So the communication is going to be surprisingly good or unexpected between you and children and your partner. So it could be like something like that. You know, Uranus is gayness, 5th house, your children. So it could be like your child is coming out and gay, and you know, like you have to talk to your partner, but the partner is welcoming, and you were guys scared to tell the husband or wife your son or daughter is gay. Then on July 16th, Mercury and Sun going to align in your 7th house. Mercury is blinding out, Sun is blinding out Mercury because Sun is very bright and light, and when it's combust, it is like Mercury is not seen, it's blinded, and Mercury is the communication or the child. So maybe you know, like one of your child is not seen as by your partner as the way you want to. So maybe your partner prefer one of your child over the other. Or it could be like you're communicating to your partner, but he doesn't or she doesn't see you because very, very overwhelmed with thinking. It could be as well. On July 17th, we're going to have Venus going to Cancer. So Venus going to go to Cancer over here to your 7th house, giving you more love and affection. You know, like it's going to be a lot more loving aspect with your significant other and one-on-one relationship. And then Mercury and Sun, who is combust right now, going to trine with Neptune. Neptune is higher octave of love, 3rd and 7th house. So higher octave of love within your neighborhood. So it could be like a lot of party in the neighborhood, or you could have like a visitation from your younger sibling somehow. Or a communication is picking up with a sibling or a business partner who was your friend before, or a friend gonna become your business partner, and you get a lot of supportive, welcoming, forgiving energy over there. On the 19th, Mercury gonna go to Leo, but before Mercury to go to Leo, going to oppose this Pluto and 7th house. So it could be like you know, like you are not hurt by your partner, and that's why you're going to be like, oh my God, that is like the communication is dead between us. So we need to adjust something. We need to go to therapy. This is therapy. This is psychologist. We need to go to a therapy, a couple counseling or therapy there. So then on the 19th, Mercury is leaving and going to Leo. 23rd, Ceres is going to your 8th house. Ceres is associated with grains and loss, and because daughter got abducted. So over here, you could fear for loss of some kind of stock or mortgage or insurance money. Mercury over here, going to Leo in your 8th house, actually it will be like, don't worry about that, it will come forward. So Mercury is actually going to make sure that kind of selling insurance money is coming forward to you. But of course you have a fear and anxiety before that. And then Sun going to also oppose to Pluto, 1st house and 7th house. That could be something like, well, on a bad aspect, it could be like loss of a significant other or a business partner, death of a significant other. But you know, not all Capricorn gonna have that, for goodness sake. It could mean that kind of energy, but it could be simple as it is. Like we need to have some kind of new sexual energy in our relationship, and we need to go to therapy because of, yeah, that could mean that as well. And then July 25th, Venus going to square Jupiter. Venus going to square Jupiter and Mercury trine Neptune. Yes, we were talking about that over here. But Venus is going to square Jupiter. That is higher, that is love, 7th house, 4th house is family. Square, it's some kind of difficulties between a partner in the family. So, or family members and my partner, maybe, you know, I'm taking my children's side and my partner is not, or as I said before, the partner is overshadowing someone and the other one is always in center of attention, and we're going to have a conflict about that. July 28th, Jupiter goes retrograde in your 4th house, so maybe an opportunity to buy your house because it didn't go through before, or renovate your house. It could be that. It could be like somebody from a foreign country who wanted to visit you. It could be a parent figure can come and they wanted to visit you before, but they couldn't. Then on the 28th also, we're going to have Mercury square Uranus and North Node. So Uranus and North Node, Mercury square, that is something with investment. So that one is investment, Capricorns, and Mercury is selling stocks. So you might not going to be able to sell it anymore for the price you wanted to sell for. So there could be a kind of loss. Then the big bang gonna happen in your 5th house of children and creativity and investment. So it could bring on some kind of unexpected investment for you, which could turn out positive. But also because Mars and Uranus is sudden death, sudden issues, you know, sudden difficulties, it could be like an investment turn out to be either way positive or negative, but it could be very negative as well. I definitely would be mindful with my children with this aspect over here, as I said, it's not a scare technique, but you know, it could be something like the child is gay but cannot come out or did come out, and Mars is violent, and you know, it could be like, God forbid, you know, like significator for, watch out for your children, not to get, you know, like some of them could be suicidic or situation like that. So definitely watch out with your children. And then that is the 31st. And then Sun going to actually trine the 31st with Jupiter. So Sun going to trine with Jupiter, it's very welcoming aspect between you and your significant others. Finally, during this situation, that salty aspects what you experience during July, you're going to come together and solve all the issue together. So you're gonna get and stand strong together and move forward together. I wanted to also talk about the full moon in your first house. Full moon is ending. It is always a completion in your first house. I feel like you started to peel off your ego and it's coming to an end. So you went really deeply down and you searched for yourself, and finally you found yourself. So that is very good over here. And then it could be also like you wanted to have a surgery and you had done a surgery, elective surgery, and it's come to completion and everything, but you wanted, it's recreated your self-confidence, and it's great over there. Then you have a Leo, because 22nd Sun went to Leo, and you're going to have on the 28th a Leo new moon in 5 degrees 39 minutes in your 8th house. Something with inheritance, investment, sexuality is going to get renewed. Mortgages, insurances, maybe a pregnancy, but it could bring in pregnancy as well. So if you wanted to be pregnant, it could create that energy. So yes, Pallas July 4th in your 6th house, Pallas Athene, very welcoming energy, the asteroid in your 6th house. So a new regime, it is a new routine in your daily affairs and with your co-workers. So it's pleasant, it's peace. And yeah, so that's going to be great for you. And Vesta in the 3rd house and Juno, Vesta July 7th, Juno July 25th went retrograde. Everything is retrograde in your 3rd house. So communication could be a little bit delusional. So you will need to be careful with that. And also, you know, like art could be a little bit behind, or maybe you're just finding your muse and you're just working on it and you're not ready to show it yet. Or you have some issues with your publicist, or you have some issues with the illustrators and you need to adjust that. 4th house Chiron, family matter, family wound is going to get triggered and it's need to be healed. But as I said, you will be capable to heal that with your significant others. All right, guys. If you liked my video, give me some love. If you would like to check out my website and get a personal reading with me, that is www.urbanwitch.org. I hope I shed some light and I helped you during this July journey. And if I did so, then I hope I see you again. And thank you so much. And I'm truly grateful for your attention and following me. Till we meet again. See you in August. Bye.